This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Since the Beringian evidence includes no suitable, old enough archaeological assemblage that might have given rise to pre-Clovis and Clovis technology, the question is, where in the Paleolithic world was there a technology that shared enough traits with them to suggest a historic relationship? For years, scholars have noted superficial similarities between Solutrean and Clovis tools and technologies, but several seemingly irresolvable obstacles have prevented them from postulating a historical connection. Chiefly, a gap of some 5,000 years and the conviction that Paleolithic peoples could not have crossed the Atlantic Ocean. But we now have pre-Clovis artifact assemblages in North America that overlap Solutrean in age, see Chapter 4, and the evidence of very early sea navigation is growing, see Chapter 10. It is time to give the Solutrean a more careful look. Upper Paleolithic cultures of southwestern Europe. The Upper Paleolithic in southwestern Europe has been divided into several major cultural periods based on stratigraphic relationships and changes in artifact types. Stone tool manufacture changed from modifying flakes during the Middle Paleolithic to making and using prismatic blades. Large blade technologies are the hallmark of the Upper Paleolithic, especially in areas rich in flint resources. This holds true throughout most of Europe, Western Asia, and Northern Africa. Although our particular interest is a single period, 16,500 to 25,000 years ago, in southwestern France and northern Spain, this brief overview of the European Upper Paleolithic sequence places our observations and interpretations into a broader archaeological and cultural context. This is important because it shows just how different and special the Solutrean materials were, even in their homeland. Keep in mind that these are generalized summaries, combining many materials that may have wide ranges of variation through time and space. Aurignacian, circa 33,000 to 27,000 years BP. There have been heated discussions among European prehistorians about whether the Aurignacian archaeological culture, named after the location in France, Arignac, where it was first recognized, represents a single-flaked stone industry with variations or multiple independent industries, and it is subdivided into various units that identify time and space differences. However, the general similarities between the artifact assemblages and subsistence and settlement patterns of its users link them in a unified archaeological culture. Many researchers view the Aurignacian as a direct development from the preceding regional Middle Paleolithic industries rather than an intrusion, but this interpretation is now hotly contested. During this period, the main flaked stone technology was blades produced from prepared cores, but there was also a significant component of tools made on flakes. Blade core preparation was primarily full bifacial edge trimming to form a guiding ridge, which was often retained on the back of the core throughout the flaking process. The dominant tool forms were blades with one sharp cutting edge and the other edge dulled or backed. Edge retouch tended to be abrupt. Blades were modified to produce scrapers and projectile points. Backed bladelets were also present. Some of these tools have been given specific names, such as Châtel-Perron points and Dufour bladelets. Other distinctive tools are blades with notches, burins, end scrapers on flakes, and thick, narrow scrapers. Many analysts now think that the last may have been bladelet cores rather than scrapers. Along with stone tools, Aurignacian assemblages included distinctive split-base bone points, bone awls, single-bevel sagay points, pointed on one end, beveled on the other, and bone or antler batons. Animal and abstract representations began some 34,000 to 30,000 years ago. These artistic expressions took the form of engravings and paintings on cave walls and small portable items. The general style remained fairly constant during the Aurignacian, but specific aspects of the representations changed with time and location.